I've seen this a few times now, so I can't say that I get that hyped up for it. I certainly get excited about seeing Zelina Vega, because what a beautiful, beautiful human being that is. Andrade is as well, to be fair. He's fucking gorgeous. Turn many a man, he would. But I think that this is a match that's been overdone, but they still deliver every time. They're two world-class wrestlers, and I've been going on about Latin identity on the State of Wrestling address, and I think that this really does fit that bill very well. Love the quality and the smoothness of the transitions. For two guys who take a lot of risks and move about so fast, I'm always surprised at how little they make mistakes, how little they botch. I think that's phenomenal, because you are forgiven for that. There are a few mistakes, for instance, in the chamber matches, and you're going to get those when you're in an environment that is not conducive to the average wrestling match. And these guys were fantastic once again. Andrade retains, a bit sneaky, of course, grabbing her tights. I really like that series of roll-ups. A lot of people on Twitter, I noticed, were whinging, saying, oh, it was quite anticlimactic. That's the nature of the beast when you've got two guys who use a Lucha Libre-inspired style. When you're flipping around the ring, Hurricane Runners and whatnot, people ultimately are going to watch it and then think it's a little bit jarring when all of a sudden these guys are just rolling around on the floor trying to pin each other. So, but Lucha Libre, it's very frustrating. I don't want to be that annoying guy who educates people like, oh, well, actually, I think you're fine. But I'm kind of going to be that, because Lucha Libre actually is not just a flipping in style, or, you know, it's not a athletic inspired style of wrestling. Not just that. Of course, that is part of it, but it's also a very technical based fluidity style. People like Angelico are very good practitioners of this. If you ever sit down and watch old Lucha Libre, if you're a bit of a student in the game like I am, if you get time and you're a bit bored, type in Triple Ray de Reyes on YouTube and watch a few matches. Blue Demon Jr., those kind of guys. Yeah, just loads of, even some of the guys who worked their way over to Japan and back and forth, people like El Samurai and Desperado. You've got crossover guys, obviously. Even someone like Pentagon, for instance. If you actually watch Pentagon Jr. in AEW, he's not one of those guys who is going to spend hours upon hours just flipping around. Well, not when you're tagging with Ray Phoenix anyway, because that guy is literally made of elastic. Anyway, I digress. But this match, I thought it was phenomenal, excuse me. Thought it was absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Really loved the match. Thought it had a really good ebb and flow. And I think it's the right winner as well. I was terrified that Andrade might get punished, because a lot of times when these guys get done for wellness, they punish them by taking a belt off them or making them job a bit too much. But, you know, some people do make genuine mistakes. I'm not here to try and say that it's acceptable and it's okay if you take a shit ton of drugs, because obviously it's not, or if you take steroids or whatever it may be. That's why that wellness program should be in effect. But at the same time, I did appreciate the fact that Andrade is still the US champion. Humberto Carrillo is a nice wrestler, but he's got the charisma of a walnut. I'm sorry, but he does. Yeah, he's very good looking. He's very sort of, you know, fresh-faced and young. I'm sure the housewives love a young lad who looks like that. But he's just got no charisma. He's not very good on the mic. He just kind of relies on Rey Mysterio to talk for him a little, you know, for the majority of times. It just doesn't work for me. I think he's a wonderful wrestler, but I think he's got a very low ceiling, which is ironic because he could probably jump through that ceiling quite easily with his athleticism.